gonna bring this watch to you, which a semi-vintage watch. It's a Citizen ProMaster, and this is the outgoing watch before they made the EcoZilla. Now, I think they should have kept this in production because of how unique it is. The nickname for this watch is what everybody knows it by. It's called the ORCA because of these teeth right here. Come in a little bit. You can see these teeth right here. It looks like the teeth of an orca whale. And this watch, I really like it. It's special. It's in my vintage collection. It's in my core collection, and I probably won't ever sell it, even though it's an older watch. As long as it's running, and it's been running strong and accurate for years, this watch right here is definitely a keeper for these reasons. First of all, it's a grab-and-go quartz watch. It's a eco drive, so it charges by either natural light or artificial light, so you don't have to ever worry about a battery or anything like that. Now, the unique things about this watch is, let me zoom in here. If you look at it, it has a really three-dimensional bezel. You see these little lips that overhang the bezel? Then it has a really sharp knurled bezel. So when you grab this watch, there's almost no way you can't get a good purchase on this watch when you turn that bezel. And that's a really nice thing. It's a 60-click bezel, and the action of this watch is awesome. Now, this bezel is made out of titanium. The case is titanium, and the back is a blasted steel. So it looks titanium. They matched it pretty good, but if you look close, you'll see it's two different colors. The titanium is a little warmer gray, and the case back is a little lighter. Now, this watch has an integrated bracelet strap, but it also has a titanium bracelet available for it. But when you have it on this rubber strap, it makes for a super light watch. The unique things about this watch, other than the solar charging capabilities and the titanium bezel, and stadium style bezel, and the titanium case, you also get a really heavily knurled screw down crown. Trying to get that in focus. That crown is heavily knurled, and it's also signed with the ProMaster logo right there. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that really good, if it's picking up. And then you also have a titanium buckle, and this is unsigned. Now, this crystal on here is just a hard mineral crystal, but it does have anti-reflective treatment, and it's extremely domed, and that's one of the things that make it unique. You see all the distortion you get off of there? And you have a white outline date box right there, and you can see at certain angles, you can see the solar cell behind there. It's kind of like a purplish dark red, and you can see it in certain lights, especially out in direct sunlight. But when they made this watch, they wanted to make sure, and it's also an ISO rated diver's watch. You see it says diver's 200 meters. That is an ISO rated diver's watch. So it's a serious piece of tool equipment, and it even looks it. But this thing is super light. I mean, it's unreal light for a titanium watch. And the hands, which are pointers, the orange pointer hand leaves you no doubt of when you're setting your dive bezel, how much time you got left in your dive. They're leaving you no doubt between the minute hand and the hour hand And then you also have a Lume with this Lumed second hand, lollipop, double lollipop second hand actually. So that's one of the things that make it pop. And to help orient yourself on the re-halt, you have a red marker that lines up perfectly with the red marker on the dial. See that? That's pretty cool. So I just wanted you to bring this watch. If you guys ever run into one of these, you can grab these for a couple $100. They're getting harder to find, so I suggest if you do find one, you keep it, because the only thing that's going to happen is when stuff is hard to find, it goes up. And this isn't really a watch that's going to be hyperallergenic. It's titanium for the weight, and the reason why is because this back isn't titanium, it's steel. So it's really not a hypoallergenic watch. It's just a lightweight watch, but it's a great grab and go everyday watch. And you do get the date in that white box with a white date wheel. So the date is really easy to see. And that's just about it. I mean, the power reserve is something that you really don't have to worry about. As long as it gets some kind of light, artificial or regular, it'll keep running. I mean, you know, the second hand doesn't ever stop like on some citizens, but this one just keeps chugging. Now, I'm going to do a lume shot because this thing has fantastic bicolor lume. And let me charge it up here with my black light, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's the night shot. It's a great watch. It lasts all through the night. I don't know why they didn't continue this model. This model is beautiful. It's one of my favorite watches. It's probably the best grab and go eco drive diver that I own. And I just wanted you guys to get a nice look at it and a nice look at the lume, because I don't remember recalling any videos online. These videos online of this are really old, like 5 years, 10 years, or whatever, and I never seen any lume about this. And the lume on this watch is fantastic, and that's what it drew me to it. You know, it is fantastic. So that's my video. A quick look at the Citizen ORCA, little vintage tonight. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. I'm Big E, and I'm out.